heroes and villains, welcome to Multiverse. So today it is Checkmate Day. We will be playing Arena PvP. But before we get started, just give me a minute so that I can finish my setup over here. Sometimes the evil YouTube can be a bit difficult. Sometimes it goes quick enough, but sometimes it takes forever to save whatever YouTube settings I put in. And of course, the big decision, which thumbnail to use. Let's go with this one. And just to be on the safe side, even though I don't see the chat just yet, if you guys can hear me, say yes, just in case. Oh, Superman was ahead of the pack, ahead of the curve. So almost there, still on target. And for those of you maybe wanted me to keep on playing with my Superman earlier today, sadly I got caught on into making another video, so I was not able to go live after all. I might do it after this video. We'll see. Almost there, stay on target. Last time when we played Legends PvP, we had Flashpoint Ghost Rider with us. I don't think we'll have him with us tonight, though. It was a one-time thing, or so it seems. So there we go. Sadly, the summer vacation is starting for a lot of people. It's a good thing that people are getting their summer vacation. The sadly part is that we will see a dip in population. People sometimes complain that there's not a lot of players in Disneyverse Online. It's actually worse during the summer. During the summer, uh, way back when, it would start with July 4th. When July 4th would come around, the population would drop like a rock until end of August, early September. There were exceptions though. When we did get the Wonderverse DLC, that did bring back a lot of people. But as a rule of thumb, uh, way back when, that was pretty much what would happen during the summertime. But pretty much since we got the virus of unknown origin, things have changed a bit. Pretty much starting June 1st, the population starts dropping right with June 1st. So it drops a little bit starting June 1st for the summer seasonal, obviously. And then once it reaches July 4th, then it drops like a rock. An even bigger rock than before. And it comes back in early September, sometimes mid September. There's one time though where it came back even early November. It is there's one year where people took a really long break, and they came back basically for when we got the new character creation system. So it was a bit strange. Basically, the even Batman Day did not bring people at that time. The Halloween seasonal did not seem to bring back people all that much. It's really when we got the new character creation that some people decided to come back. Oh yeah, the name reclaim that did bring back a lot of people. The name reclaim, the Superman emblem also is something that brought back a lot of people, and probably something else I forget. But as a rule of thumb, it would seem that pretty much since the virus of unknown origin, the population starts dropping as early as June 1st. but it really drops by July 4th. Well, on July 4th, like vacation time seems to start a bit earlier because I guess people were stuck inside for like 2 years. So when vacation time comes around, people are pretty quick to want to go on vacation. So vacation time starts earlier than it used to, but it's really on July 4th that really people go on vacation. So let us start with Ace Chemical 4 versus 4, and we'll see how it works out. Hello, JL Ultiverse. How do you say your name? Is it GL Altiverse? GL Ultiverse? I have a hard time. My brain cannot get wrapped around your name. Actually, the first time I saw your name, I thought it was Multiverse. I thought, oh, he stole my good name. But then I came to realize that, oh, no, no, it's not. I guess it stands for like Justice League Multiverse or something. But I couldn't know for sure. So I thought I would ask. So again, guys, just a reminder. So if you don't see a lot of people logging on during the summer, it happens. Oh, GLU or Altiverse. Okay. Or Ultimate Universe. Although I have to wonder, like this year, we are going to get the campaign in July, the third part of the campaign in July. So you have to wonder how many people will come back just for that. There's also and I know a lot of you guys are asking when will we get the summer seasonal? At this point, I have no idea. I thought we might get it this week, but obviously it didn't happen. So I'm hoping we'll get it next week. But the truth is, we just don't know. The devs are not talking. And I know some of you guys think that I have a lot of information because I'm a part of the Creator League. Spoiler alert: I don't have the information either. And also today, oh, welcome Altiverse. Welcome to the Sidekick level. It's much appreciated. Oh, and there's our friend Superman. If you're wondering, his name is not misspelled. Apparently, that is how you spell Superman in German. Ah, it's me who's thanking you, Altiverse. Much appreciated. So sadly, guys, the quiet season for DC Universe Online has started and is going to go into full overdrive July 4th. I'm telling you guys because I can already anticipate that there's probably a lot of people who will say that DC Universe Online is dead starting July 4th, assuming they didn't start already. Like here, you can see also even for the live stream tonight, I don't expect that we'll get a lot of people. Like right now, we have 9 people, so that was to be expected. Also, we had some really nice weather, really hot weather, so I would expect people to be outside at the beach or just at the public pool, or even just enjoying the fresh air outside. So only some crazy buckaroo like me would be stuck inside playing a video game on such a nice day. I did go out a bit earlier with Rocky, but not nearly as much as I should have. Oh well. Maybe after the live stream, or if not tomorrow. We shall see. So a question that often comes back is multiverse. How can we join you? Very simple. Go to custom play. Oh, custom play. Go to PvP, and in this case, we're queuing for Ace Chemicals 4 versus 4. So we don't pre-make a team. We just queue for the mission, and the matchmaking will take care of the rest. Yeah, even Superman says I'm probably going to go back out after the live. I understand. Today is a nice day. We had a pretty cold winter, and even the spring was pretty cold over here. So I'm pretty sure that a lot of people are now that we're getting some warm weather. I'm sure a lot of people are trying to enjoy that. Seeing how we did freeze quite a bit for a while. So we have Sentinel. Oh, our friend Superman is here, and the Viking Commando. Ah, there he is. Makes sense. He's a Viking and he has some soldier gear. Superman says, but it's 100 degrees where I'm at. Over here we work in Celsius, so I'm not sure how much 100 degrees is supposed to be. Uh, 10 seconds. Oh, Altair says it's my first time watching PvP live. It's very wild. It's a different experience. It's not quite what it was way back when, but it still gives an idea of what PvP used to be back in the day. Oh, oh, it's our friend Azine.
East control node enabled.
Oh, ha. If you're wondering why I'm laughing, I was able to trap Azine here. Basically, we got the warning that oh, so we saw the little guy running away. Where did he? Oh, there he is. Didn't realize I was able to get him. That was a lucky bit. I guess the barrel is gone. Oh, there it is. So it was a bit fortunate. I was able to trap Azine, then I was able to catch his friend, who was almost dead, who tried to run away. So that was a good double move. It was a happy accident, and sometimes it happens. Sometimes it works against you. Sometimes luck works against you, but sometimes you can get lucky once in a while. So it seems it's going to be a close match. So now everyone is trying to capture the middle ground. Nope, not everyone.
East control node enabled.
So you can see our friend is using a lot of stunning abilities. As opposed to I'm using some damage over time, but I think I'm gonna have the short end of the stick. Izine, how dare you attack me from behind? After all I did for you. 10 seconds. So yeah, sometimes the timer is working against you, and nothing you can do about that. Oh, I don't know. So let's see if we can capture the middle ground. And another long timer. Technically, we're in the lead, so we should be able to try to lure them to their doom. Maybe.
East control node enabled.
I run away. Or tried to run away. Almost there, stun target. What happened to my friend? Oh, he's still there. Okay. Ah, freaking timer. I guess if they win this one, it's going to be within assist from the timer. Almost there.
Match over.
Ah, that was a close one. Altiverse says the PvP is very fun. Might test it out soon. Sure. Ah, Sinatra was on fire. Also was a Viking Commando. So this time let's go for Star Labs. If you guys are wondering what the shaded comic chrome material looks like, you can see it here on our friend Superman. So it should tell you if you want to select it as a reward once we complete the campaign. It's one of the rewards from the campaign, but the truth is, people are either going to choose this material or the Wolfpack artifact. I strongly doubt that a lot of people will choose the other two rewards, but I could be mistaken. Let's see if we can find some information about what's going on. And this week, for those wondering, some of you guys were asking, what are we getting this week? The only real new thing we got this week was a sale that a lot of people don't seem to appreciate. Like if we go to on sale, come on, evil menu. So this week, what's on sale is the various currencies. So that is the big sale of the week. Some people were a bit insulted by that because it's not much of a sale, but what can you do? I guess if you do purchase currency, you're probably doing the happy dance, but everyone else who's not purchasing the currency, that means nothing for them. And I wanted to continue playing with my Superman a bit earlier, but I got caught up into making a Task Force X video. I hope you guys watched it, and better yet, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Sometimes I have a crazy idea once in a while, and I thought this could be a fun bit. And it didn't come out exactly as I thought. That did not really go according to plan, or plans changed a lot. Sometimes as I was making it, there was a lot of, let's say, happy accidents that happened, and in the end, I ended up not doing exactly what I had in mind. But I was very happy with the result, so I hope you guys will enjoy it. And also this Friday for live at 5 will be Evil Friday because it's the last Friday of the month, and we will have a special Red Lantern event. So if you guys could dress your evil villain as a Red Lantern, We will have a sort of red lantern, yellow lantern war on Friday. We'll play diverse fearsome day missions, fearful day missions, and we'll play them as red lanterns. So we'll be fighting some yellow lanterns with our quote unquote red lantern core. Last time we had a bit of fun when we did that as yellow lanterns. So hopefully people will only enjoy that as red lanterns. We shall see. So we have Azine, Viking Commando, Superman. So the big question: do we attack right away or do we go capture the objectives? Oh, I guess we're going for the objectives.
Control node enabled.
Oh ho! And we're able to get the big W almost.
Warning, Ham's transport system malfunction. Ham station control node enabled. Terrarium control node enabled.
Did you see that? He attacked me straight from behind. Ah, these evil villains have no honor. I'm not sure if we ran away or if we got him. That doesn't matter.
Ham station control node enabled.
That's going to be another close match, I guess. So did you see that the first one passed us by, and when his friend almost was able to attack us, then he attacked us from behind. So basically, they flanked us from both sides. Ah, evil villains, sneaky villains. Oh, turned the career too quick. Ah, so I guess we only have the middle ground. Oh, maybe not. Oh no, I did a boo boo. Didn't realize I would be the only one here.
Ham station control node enabled.
Well, at least I got them to lose control of the node, so we'll take it. Ah, freaking timer. Oh, Superman says I'll definitely check it out. I mean, I assume he means my Task Force X video. It was a fun bit. Dang, the whole team is here. Ah, come on.
Life support control node enabled. Ham station control node enabled.
Going against the entire opposite team, usually not a good idea, so let's wait for them here. So sometimes capturing the objectives is as important, if not more important, than defeating the enemies.
Terrarium control node.
I should have run away, but I didn't do that. When I teleported, instead of jumping back into action, I probably should have run away, but I didn't do that. I don't have the reflex to run away. I usually try to fight tooth and nail until the last man standing. I did not mean to roll. My left joystick has some issues, so I have to get a new controller. Sometimes my left joystick pushes forward, even if I don't touch it. Oh, I guess we only have the middle node.
Life support control node
Oh,
enabled. Ham station control node enabled. Terrarium control node enabled.
did you hear that? That's how fast he's attacking with his one-handed. So if you're wondering why when I did is a popular choice in PvP, it's because it attacks fast, 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 fast. Oh, I don't know why I was. Come on. It does that sometimes. Sometimes I get stuck. Oh, I guess the whole team is here.
Life support control node enabled. Terrarium control node enabled. Match over.
So here we can see the result. Sinatro was on fire today. So was Azine. So what's the next one? So let's go for the temple. So over here in the Great White North, yesterday it was our national holiday. But usually people will celebrate for about 2, 3 days. So they'll celebrate a couple of days before the holiday, a couple of days after. Superman says, "I'm surprised Stella isn't here. She's usually here before me." Could be she's outside. Could be she's celebrating. I don't know. Maybe she's from the Great White North, and she's celebrating our national holiday. I'm not sure. Technically, we have two national holidays. We have the one we had yesterday was our provincial holiday, and then July 1st we'll have our national holiday. And then, of course, July 4th, our friend to the south have their own national holiday. So lots of celebrations in just a few weeks. And then sadly afterwards, everyone is gone for the summer vacation. It's sad, but that's how it is. And I assume the same will be true for not just for the players, but for the devs as well. Sadly, we don't hear a lot from the devs. We haven't heard from the devs in a while. And with the summer vacation starting, we probably won't hear from them for quite some time now. Probably until September. Assuming we hear about them even then. Volterra hasn't been active in Discord either. Nah, she hasn't been she hasn't been saying much for the past month, maybe even more. Uh, so I assume she's getting busy setting up something. I couldn't tell you what that is. I know she was planning. Like they did mention in, I think it was in the producer's letter that they were planning to expand the various programs. So if I was to take a guess, I would say that's probably what she's doing. Also, she's probably trying to learn how to play the game. You have to remember that Volterra has been there for like I don't know 3 4 months maybe. So she doesn't know all that much about DCO in the game itself. I remember when I had been playing DC Universe Online for 3 4 months, I didn't know anything. I barely knew the basis, and even then, I didn't understand the how to play as a controller, and I certainly didn't understand the subtleties like the double take and stuff like that. And at the time that people were trying to explain it to me, I came to realize later on, once I actually understood the role, they were not doing a very good job. They were trying to get me to play as a controller uh, the way they wanted it, the way in order to advantage them, if it makes any sense, as opposed to making it so that I knew what the role was doing. Yeah, we have a pretty cool looking dude here. Hulk Banner of War. I'm wondering if it's supposed to be like a mixture of the Hulk with Weapon X from like the Wolverine Weapon X, maybe. So anyway, so already to begin with, the devs are, let's say, very, 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 very quiet. They don't tell us much. And for the past month, they've been even more quieter than usual. And I expect that for the summer, it'll be even worse. So we'll be lucky. I guess we might be overdue for a producer's letter. I would have to check when we got the last one, but it would be nice if we got some sort of producer's letter before summer started. Although worst comes to worst, there should be a Q2 investors report for EG7. Now we recognize our friend the Hulk. All he's missing is to say Hulk smash. People seem to underestimate how popular the Hulk is. When it comes to selling merchandising, the Hulk is selling almost as much merchandising as Spider-Man. Like Spider-Man is by far their best merchandising seller, but the Hulk is a pretty darn good one as well. Superman said, "That's true. Me and the council plan on fighting Ultraman in the Panopticon raid before the movie to celebrate. If you're interested, on your Electric Superman or your other Superman tune, if you're not
Every
busy."
enemy, every world will kneel before us.
My Electric Superman just started, so I kind of doubt I'll be able to fight in the Panopticon. Unless, is there a casual version? Hulk and Spider-Man, I'll say a bit of Iron Man. Yes and no. Historically, Spider-Man has always been their biggest seller. For a long time, it would sell. Spider-Man by itself would sell as much merchandising as all the Marvel properties put together, like all the MCU movies, all the comics. You would put all of that, the merchandising for those together, and Spider-Man was selling like 10 times as much as all of them put together. The one exception to that is the Hulk. The Hulk is selling also really well in terms of merchandising, which is why they try to put the Hulk. Like, it's not an accident if they did the whole advertising for Captain America Brave New World around the Red Hulk, because the Hulk sells. We saw that also with Thor Ragnarok. A lot of people foolishly thought that Thor Ragnarok did well because of Thor and because of the jokey tone of Taika Waititi. But no, it's because the Hulk was in there. People wanted to see Planet Hulk. And they kind of sort of got that in a roundabout ways. But that is why the movie did so well, because the Hulk was there. Then it's no surprise if it crashed afterwards when they did Thor Love and Thunder, because they didn't have Hulk this time. For Iron Man, he became popular thanks to the movies. Like,
I find you the most valuable member of the House of Zod.
Iron Man was always a bit popular. I'm a bit surprised when people call him like a D-list character or a C-list character, because way back when, at least it could be a regional thing also, but in our neck of the wood, Iron Man was an A-list character. And it goes back all the way to when we had that silly Marvel cartoon in the 70s. I know, the late 60s, early 70s. I know that it doesn't look like much today, but way back when, that's all we had. So that cartoon with the Hulk and Captain America and Iron Man and the Submariner, that was gold to us. So that made those characters really popular all over the place, and Iron Man was an A-lister for us at the time. And then later on, when we got the storyline of a Demon in a Bottle, and the whole storyline with the whole era with David McElhenney, Bob Layton, John Romita Jr., and Jerry Bingham, like that era was not just one of the best Iron Man comic we ever had. It was some of the best comic we ever had. Period. The Demon in a Bottle is a storyline that everyone knows because it was that iconic. So Iron Man was an A-list way back when, and when people said it was a B, C-list character, I strongly disagree. But usually people who say that never read a single Iron Man comic, so that's another thing. The only thing they know about Iron Man is when he was a teen and was a trader, worked for Kang, and probably something else I failed to mention. So they don't really know Iron Man, and they surely don't know when Iron Man was one of the most popular character around. Also, Iron Man touched popular culture. Like that, it's not an accident if there's that song "I Am Iron Man." Iron Man became part of popular culture. That's how popular he was. But somehow people tried to convince everyone that Iron Man was a C-list character. The same with
The
Captain
House of
America.
El will be eradicated,
Again, Captain
but you
America
will
is
witness
part of
it.
popular culture. It's not an accident if Will Smith mentions him in Men in Black, or if Steve Buscemi mentions him in Armageddon. Superman said that's true, only Iron Man because, really because of his helmet being the main aspect of selling. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some guys out there who have the full Iron Man armor. Superman says Captain America only has the shield as its best seller. Well, that's more than most. Thor has the hammer, Captain America has the shield, and Iron Man has the helmet. I'll take it. Ah, the new elite henchman. I guess the matchmaking really don't want us to play PvP, or maybe there's not. Maybe some people left. So we're queuing for the Temple of Isis. If you guys want to join, the time is now. If not, we'll just keep on chatting, chat. Gray Standards, do you think we'll have a DC and Marvel crossover in live action because James Gunn is now taking over DC? In theory, it could be possible. I strongly doubt they would ever agree to doing something like that. Although Disney and Warner's are getting pretty desperate, so maybe that it's like not too long ago we got the Amalgam Universe omnibus that was reprinted. It's something we thought we would never ever see again, but somehow they became desperate enough that they actually went there. They gave us the Amalgam Universe Omnibus. They gave us the Marvel versus DC Omnibus. And I wouldn't be surprised if they give us, and also they're giving us Batman Deadpool. So yeah, they seem to be desperate enough to do something we thought they would never do. So in a roundabout ways, like right now, there's talks that apparently Sony wants to purchase Warner's. If Sony was to purchase Warner's, Sony owns the rights to the Spider-Man movies. So imagine if Sony owns Warner's, they will own the Batman. So can you imagine a Batman Spider-Man movie? Holy crap, that would be something. Like if you thought the Spider-Man Far From Home or the last Spider-Man movie, I hate those freaking titles. The last Spider-Man movie, if you thought it was something to see Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire, imagine a Spider-Man film where you see Michael Keaton or where if you see Ben Affleck as the Batman. Dang, that would be something. Or Christian Bale, why not? Why not dream? If we're going to dream, let's go all the way. But way back when I would have said that will never happen because there was basically there was let's say a lot of competition between Marvel and between Disney and Warner's competition on many levels. So you would have thought that that would never happen. But Disney are in trouble. Warner's are broke, are desperate for money. So who knows? Maybe that would be enough to convince them to actually move forward with a Marvel DC crossover. And if anyone can do it, it will be James Gunn. James Gunn did work for Marvel. He's the head of DC right now. So if it ever was to happen, it would be now under James Gunn. Now, will it happen? No, no, we don't know. We're gonna have to wait for that. The one thing I wish they would reprint though is the Justice League Avenger comics, and I wish they would reprint it into Absolute Edition. I used to own a copy, and sadly, as a foolish fool, I had to sell my collection at some point. So I don't have my oversized Jelly Avengers copy anymore, and I'm a bit sad about that. I came close to buying it again, but it was like $600 or more. Or at some point, it was almost it was over 1,000. I'm not sure why I saw a comment go by and I don't see it here. That is strange. But sadly, putting something like that in motion, unless they already have been putting that in motion some time ago, it takes a while. Let's assume, and I wouldn't be surprised if they're waiting to see how well the Superman movie does first. Like if the Superman movie is a disaster, and if they become desperate enough, then yeah, DC might decide to go that route. And the same with Marvel. If the Fantastic Four movie is a disaster, I'm sure they will start to panic, and then they'll probably start thinking that yeah, maybe we should do a Marvel DC crossover. But that will take a while. Let's assume we wait after the Fantastic Four movie goes to theater. That would mean that it would take at least 2, 3, maybe 4 years to be able to see such a movie being made. Warner's only make themselves that way because they took away things that will make them money, or they made things that they thought would make them enough money. Well, Warner's were in trouble to begin with. When there was the Warner Discovery merger, Warner had huge debts, and a lot of the decisions that Zaslav took was to try to minimize the debts, the huge debts they had. And that's why they canceled the Batgirl movie. That was able to allow them to be able to get a pretty huge tax break. It's not enough, obviously. Like when you owe like a 40 billion, getting a tax break of 100 million, that's better than nothing. But 40 billion, that's a lot of millions. Gray Standards, I'm also excited to see the Batman under James Gunn. He said he doesn't want him to be campy, but comics accurate. So I think he'll just like the Superman contrast the character. I don't know. The James Gunn he makes everything goofy. So I find it hard to trust him to not make a goofy Batman. Ideally, he should not be the one making Batman. Although he should not have been the one making Superman to begin with. But too late, that ship has sailed. So at this point, we're stuck. We're gonna have to wait and see what actually happens. But yeah, you have to wonder what would happen if Sony ever decides to purchase Warner's. That means that Sony would own DC Comics, and I'd be curious to see what they would do with that. And in a roundabout ways, it would be funny because the DC Universe Online started as being a part of the Sony games, so it would go back home after all these years somehow. Superman, yeah, to be honest, with recent trailers, I can't wait for the movie, but it's not giving Superman as much as it was at first put out to be. Well, there's too much in the trailer, and too much that has nothing to do with Superman. Like we've heard more about Guy Gardner than about Superman. The early promotion that we're focusing so much on crypto, and again, not even on Superman. So we saw a lot about crypto early on. Then later on, we saw a lot about Guy Gardner, about the Justice League, the Justice Gang, not even the Justice League, the Justice Gang. That one, I still I can't believe it. The Justice Gang. Uh, so yeah. The I said this before. The Superman marketing will go down as it will become a textbook example of what not to do to market a movie. It's going to go down as one of the best example of a poor marketing campaign. Grace Stranger, I'm glad he's making the character with fans' ideas in mind, since people will be complaining about the Snyder movies or the realistic heroes trend. The problem is not that the realistic trend. Uh, it's the Zack Snyder did not like superheroes, and you could see that in every frame of his movie. He tried to make an art house superhero movie because at the heart of the problem, Warner Brothers do not want to make superhero movies. I know it may seem strange, and but there's not a lot of people who talk about that. Uh, Warner's to begin with, they don't make superhero movies. They make movies. Period. So I guarantee you that there's a lot of people who are a bit pissed at Warner's that they're stuck having to make those silly superhero movies. They want to make actual movies. They want to make Oscar contenders. They want to make Oscar bait movies. They want to make art house movies. So that's what Warner's want to do. They don't want to be making silly superhero movies. That's beneath them. And we saw that at every steps of the way. That's why they chose someone like Zack Snyder, who hates superheroes, because they were hoping that he would give them a art house Superman movie that would not embarrass them too much. Sadly, we saw the result, and it pretty much broke the fan base. Now, the fan base started being broken with Injustice. Injustice is the first crack in the armor. When we had the Injustice game, that is when the fan base started being broken, because then you started getting the classic DC fans, and you had the fans from the Injustice games. They like their evil Superman that's not afraid to kill and that destroys everything, and so right there the fan base starting being fractured a bit. And then when DC or Warner's saw how quote unquote popular the Injustice games seemed to be, they decided to go all in with a Superman that took a lot of inspiration from the Injustice Superman. So they did not want to make a classic Superman. They wanted to make a more edgy, angry Superman, and sadly, that broke the fan base. Superman says, "I just feel like the movie will be good only when Superman does Superman things, but it feels like there's going to be heavy unnecessary scenes and filler. It's giving Guardians of the Galaxy Star Lord. Yeah, people are calling it Superman of the Galaxy or Guardian Superman. I forget. But yeah, it feels like he's making another Guardians of the Galaxy movie. But the action will be the best part and the only epic anticipated part. I don't know about that. He started using this weird fishbowl effect, this weird fisheye effect to film certain scenes, and holy crap, does it not look good. I don't know why he started doing that, and I don't know why someone didn't tell him, James, it's not really working. But again, he's the boss. Very often there are people who don't dare uh, don't dare tell the boss that he's doing not a good job. It takes a special kind of foolish fool to go see your boss and tell him, boss, you're not doing a good job. David Sharp, hi everyone, here to watch the stream while I eat lunch. Hello, David. So we're chatting about the Superman movie. If you have anything,
Of contingencies for those who disappoint me.
if you have anything you'd like to share, the time is now.
You represent my greatest achievement.
Yeah, we have what 2 weeks left to wait until the movie comes out, so we'll know by then. So the worries are that there's a lot of characters of different characters in the film, so it feels like it's not going to be something that will focus on Superman. So we already know that there's going to be a bit of a focus on the Justice League gang, a bit of focus on the crypto. There's that 10-minute scene with Lois Lane where she interviews him. So it seems that there's going to be a lot of non-Superman things in a Superman movie. So that it's easy to understand why some people at least are worried that maybe it will not really be a Superman movie, like they did with Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Like it ended up being pretty much a Scarlet Witch America Chavez movie more than anything else. Oh, David Sharp says he has a new Superman tee to wear when his brother and him see the movie, probably opening weekend. Superman says, but I have a prediction that I feel like he's doing. I feel like he's setting up a Kingdom Come Superman. That could be. Well, they did mention that Kingdom Come was one of the inspiration that he was using, and apparently they were talking about making a Kingdom Come movie. Now, will they be able to do that? We don't know. But they made also a lot of changes. Like already, we know that they're not going to make. They had announced like an authority project that has been canceled. They announced a whole bunch of stuff, and announcing stuff doesn't cost anything. And usually they do that to try to test the water to see to test people's reaction. If people have a good reaction, that it gives them incentive to move forward. If people don't have a very good reaction, then it kind of convinces them that maybe that wasn't such a great idea. Oh, Superman says the real question is, will it be Brendan Routh or David Cornsweet as the Kingdom Come Superman? Well, they've just cast David Cornsweet, so you would have to think that they're going to use him, but you never know. Although we already got the Brendan Kingdom Come Superman in the Arrowverse or the in the CW DC universe in Crisis on Infinite Earths. That was a pretty cool bit to have the Kingdom Come Superman. That was a fun bit. Of course, they could not give us what we wanted. It was too good of a bit. They had to ruin it a bit by basically replacing him with Lex Luthor later on in the show. What can you do? I guess they could not really give us Kingdom Come Superman more than 5 minutes, but it was a good 5 minutes. The 5 minutes we got him as a Kingdom Come Superman. That was a fun bit. I only say Brandon because of Crisis on Infinite Earths. Well, obviously it can't be Christopher Reeves unless they bring him back with using CGI. I strongly doubt they would bring back Dean
Dean's
Cain.
character.
So yeah, Brandon is pretty much the option we have left.
You have my respect. For now.
Plus, the emblem became David's current one at the end of in coloration. Yeah, they started Brandon with the black and red emblem, and then by the end he had the yellow and red emblem. Where you have to wonder if maybe that's where James Gunn got the idea to use the emblem that way. I guess we'll never know. So here we see our friend Superman from Earth Zero. He came up with a pretty cool alternate version of our friend Superman. I like it a lot. Superman says, I honestly want to bring back my Kingdom Come look, but I need an extra color palette, which I honestly wish the devs could do. I strongly doubt they'll give us one more color palette. We already have four color palette. I remember way back when we had only the three, so getting a fourth one was a pretty big deal at the time. So I strongly doubt. I'm sure they'll give us a lot of things before they give us a fourth color palette, a fifth color palette. We'll have to wait and see. The the best way I found to be able to fake having a fifth color is using materials. So you use your four colors for whatever you need, and then you use a material to try to get your fifth color. Yeah, they did give extra artifact slots. I'll give you that. Oh, David Sharp says he has his Red Lantern style ready for Friday for his villain character. So for those wondering, Friday it's going to be Evil Friday. So we will play with our villain characters, and we will dress up our characters as evil Red Lanterns, and we will play the latest content, Fearful Day. So we will have pretty much on Friday a Red Lantern, Yellow Lantern War. So if you guys want to be there, you're more than welcome. It's going to be on the evil villain side. Although we will also play the bounties. So if somehow you play a hero character, go to the open world and we'll play the bounties together. So again, put on your best Red Lantern costume. If you have the Red Lantern orbital strikes, the Red Lantern supply drops, the Red Lantern henchmen, even better. So we will have the full power of the Red Lantern Corps versus the Yellow Lantern Corps. Gray says, I wish you could get a big Batman emblem instead of having to use a smaller emblem or emblem enhancing chest. Uh, Sadly, in DC Universe Online, you do the best you can with the styles you have. It's sad, but that's how it is. So to get a bigger emblem, you have to use either the Stalwart Defender chest or the Tempest Regionot chest piece. Or we have the new Batman chest piece that does have a big emblem. So these are the alternatives you have. We're hoping that they'll give us something similar for Superman. In a roundabout ways, they kind of did with the new Superman slimlines. Although these are color locked, and it's a bit challenging to try to get the right colors, even if you use materials. But yeah, we've been hoping for a bigger Batman emblem. Basically, we've been hoping for a slimline with a big Batman emblem. Ideally, if it could be like this one, it would be great. The same for Superman. If we could get a slimline with a big Superman emblem, then that would be nice. Superman, what do you think they'll give as the reward for the next patrol? Do you think it'll be something Superman movie related? For example, is Heat Vision or the Heat Vision he did in the trailer, or in-game Superman related, or Bizarro Martian Manhunter or Brainiac related? Well, the next DLC, the next patrol will be Brainiac Returns, so I would expect it's going to be something Brainiac related. But they could surprise us. Technically, we do have the Justice League from the animated series. Like we have Jon Stewart, Hawkgirl, Batman, Superman, Martian Manhunter, and I forget who else, The Flash. So they pretty much gave us the Justice League from the animated series. So it could be something related to those characters, to any of those characters. Sadly, we're going to have to wait and see. A Superman reward also would make sense because of the film. But again, the devs are not telling us anything, so we really don't know. Grace says, do you think they do this just to make more money, or because they don't want players looking exactly like whatever characters they're trying to be? Um, it's a bit tricky to answer because you would think that maybe they don't want the players to look exactly like the characters, but sometimes they do give us the styles that looks exactly like the characters, like the Absolute Batman. It's a bit frustrating, I guess, because we've been asking for a slimline Batman style for a long time. Like basically, people wanted this slimline Batman style for like forever, and they haven't given it to us. But then when they finally give us a slimline Batman style, it's the Absolute Batman, and it didn't take too long. Like the Absolute Batman has been around for what 6, 8 issues, and already they gave us the style in DC Universe Online. So somehow they were very quick to give us the Absolute Batman style, but the classic Batman style or the big Batman style, I guess we could call it. Somehow, 14 years later, they still did not give us that style. ICJ, is the game still alive? Absolutely. The problem is that the first PvP, sadly, not as popular as it once was. We see that whenever we make a PvP video, we can see that there are a few crazy people who want to play PvP, but not a lot. And also, right now the vacation pretty much started. June 1st, people started going on vacation. So we've been seeing less and less people. And right now we've had a really nice weather for the past 2, 3 days. So I wouldn't be surprised if people are either outside or gone on vacation or gone camping or something like that. And on July 4th, because that's going to be even worse. On July 4th, population drops like a rock. So it's going to be pretty quiet, I believe, this summer. The one thing that might change that, maybe, is the patrol for July. Depending on what the patrol will be, and depending on the rewards you will get from the patrol, maybe that will change. Maybe that will keep people playing during the summer, or maybe people will just use the buyout option and go on vacation anyway. We're gonna have to wait and see for that. But sadly, it would seem that we're not going to play any more PvP tonight. Oh well, too bad, so sad. Normally I would wait a bit more, but seeing how we're just waiting and waiting, it's fine if we're chatting. That's fine. But I may as well go play with my electric Superman instead of just standing around. ICJ, is it still a pay to win? Yes. And if you thought it was pay to win before, it's even more pay to win. Right now, we do have some mods in the marketplace. Let me show them to you. Oh, I forget where they are. Upgrades. So we have some mods that we can purchase from the marketplace. So we can get some of those mods in the game, but you barely get the mods for at best one player, one character if you're lucky. If you have a lot of alternate characters, or even if you have just a few alternate characters, you'll have no choice. You have to purchase those mods. So they went full pay to win with those mods. And an argument could be made for the Wolfpack artifacts. An argument could be made also for I forget what else. Oh yeah, for the freaking controller. An argument could be made also for the Bat Swarm iconic ability. You have to get it from the time capsule. And I opened 180 time capsule. Our friend Shadow Lady opened even more than 180 time capsule. And there's a whole bunch of people who opened 100, 150, 200 time capsule, and still did not get the Bat Swarm iconic ability. So sadly, when they put a style when they put a material as a rare reward, it doesn't really matter so much. But when they put an actual iconic ability as the rare reward, and you still don't have the freaking thing after opening a 180 time capsule, then yeah, it's at the very least it's pay to play, if not pay to win. So yeah, the answer to your question is yes. So I guess we're done for tonight, guys. So here's what I'll do. I'll take a little break because I've been talking for a bit. And then I'll come back in about 15 minutes, 15, 20 minutes with my electric Superman character. So if some of you guys wanted to see me play my Superman, electric Superman character, we'll do that after this short break. So guys, thanks to everyone who came to play with us. Thanks to everyone who came to chat with us. And as always, thanks to all of you watching. You guys are awesome. Have a good night, guys.